That thing's recording. That thing's recording.
Hey, yo.
Okay, that's his trademark. And my trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 44. We're a couple ADHD dudes and their producer trying to get through life. I am Drew, your host. This is your other host, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we be nothing without our producer, Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. Episode 44. You know what that means?
I'm always never sure if you have the right episode number.
It's 44.
I'm always anxious.
Well, we had a 40 and a half.
Yeah.
But it's episode 44, so you know what that means. I need 44 of you to stop what you're doing, hit pause on this video, and go follow us on all social media platforms. We'll wait. It's working, dude.
This makes me so mad that we continue to do this.
Well, it works.
Thank you, everyone, for your time and for following us.
Look at that. See, he's a good player, and you're a good player. Thank you guys for following us, all 44 of you. We're back. We have a story of the day. We're going to send it straight to producer Lisa for the story of the day. Producer Lisa, say it loud, say it proud. Talk to us. Papa.
Okay, a 70-year-old woman from Missouri has been arrested for child abuse because she decided to trade her adoptive daughter for a monkey.
All right. Okay.
First, it's the ethical dilemma of not laughing.
Yeah, we're not going to laugh.
No, I already did.
Listen.
It wasn't until the monkey part. The child abuse, did not laugh.
Nope.
But the monkey part,
I liked
smirked.
when Lisa said her adoptive kid. Adoptive, IVE. That was my favorite part. That's how I laughed.
and you wonder why she's reluctant to speak more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we don't get demonetized for the 6 cents we make in a year. I'm not going to say the F word, but F word you, lady. Child abuse is not cool. You're literally a piece of human waste. But it does spark the question. What would our parents have traded us for?
Let's start with you.
Oh,
What would your mom have traded you for?
a single shekel.
It has to be it's not an animal, bro. What would she have taken you to the zoo or to the petting zoo or perhaps a insect center? I don't know what the word is for that one.
My mom, so we'll do mom and dad, right? So
Okay.
my mom would have happily, and if this is the proper use of the word, unreluctantly, I don't know if that's a thing, traded me
For just about anything.
Roadkill. Not even a live animal.
Yeah, a dead skunk on the way to Fatfurias, Tejas, where she was bred and raised.
What are those stuffed animals called?
Taxidermy?
Taxidermy. A taxidermed
Taxidermed.
animal.
A taxidermed.
A taxidermed skunk.
I don't know how to say that word. I know somebody who would know how to say that word. I could call them. If you know how to say that word, put it in the comments of the section for the section of comments.
Indeed.
What would your mom have traded you for? Animal.
Probably a snake.
A snake?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool animal. Reptile, but...
I'm still getting traded for it. I think that's the point.
Oh, that one cuts
Would you
deep.
prefer to have a snake as your co-host
No.
versus me?
You're my friend. You are my friend.
What
Yep.
about your dad?
Dude, my dad wouldn't have traded me for anything.
What about a roly-poly?
No. Oh, because my dad rolled over and died? Oh.
Did you get that at first, please? No?
Oh, I thought it was a fat joke too.
Oh, man, that's a double.
So a lot...
Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how. Shout it to Jay-Z.
Hey.
Hove.
I was gonna say he already had that because you were chunky.
Oh. Chunky's funny.
He didn't have to trade you for it.
It's, I feel like calling somebody chunky is more derogatory than calling them fat. Yeah, a little chunky. Hey.
I think that's reserved for soups.
Yo, you're on 9 right now. Let's go. Because you're not at your full peak yet. That's why I said you're not on 10. Yeah, my dad died because he rolled out of bed and blunt force trauma. Roly poly. That is,
And we're not getting money for this episode already.
yeah.
For real, though.
I don't know if my dad would have traded me for anything. I was his dog. He loved the shit out of me. Not enough to stop drinking, but he sure did love me. What about you? What would your dad have traded you for?
Something less energetic. Maybe a sloth.
Maybe a small family of ducks crossing the road to slow traffic.
That's a reach.
It was good.
It's definitely not on the level of roly poly.
Yeah, that was good. His dad died in a car accident. It was tragic. I shouldn't make jokes.
Talked about both of our dads died in rollovers, so which never loses its effect.
I don't
classic.
go to Taco Bell and get their cheesy roll up. Not once. I get a roll up.
I don't eat. I haven't ate fruit roll-ups since I lost him.
I haven't had a bedside table in years.
Cinnamon rolls? Nope. Give me French toast.
But love handles, yes. Those are the only kind of rolls that I roll with. There's enough fat hate for me in the comments already. We have a couple, like the couple people on some of the most recent shorts cooked me. One guy said, I bet chairs are anxious when he sits in them. I don't know.
They be perspirating.
What is his name? What was his name?
Lucas Mattia.
Lucas Mattia. Listen here, bucko. I saw you. We did a little research here at the Fully Lacking team. We had the 16 engineers that are in the background. Pull your file. You look like you never grew out of your child eyes. You have a man face, man ears, man hair, aged, but have child eyes. And I don't know if it's creepy or welcoming. And I don't know how to handle that. But I appreciate your input. And I pray obesity marks your family. Like you're next.
Marks your family?
Yeah.
Fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, the Grim Reaper.
Hunt?
Yeah. Exactly. It's a witch hunt for high AIC levels.
I hope high cholesterol strikes your bloodline.
What are the levels? AI or what is it?
A1C.
A1C. AIC is a workers' comp company I work with. I hope you guys
ABC is the alphabet.
get blessed with high A1C levels, and you know what it's like to get insulted on the internet. How do you like my bucket hat?
I think you're looking pretty fly.
For
school bus queue. Actually, Drew came up with that.
I did. I roasted myself, and then I gave it to him, and
he also said short bus queue.
Short bus queue, and then I said, what did I say? School bus lower letter queue. I don't know. It was pretty funny. We had a good chuckle or two.
Clearly not as much fun as we're having right now discussing it.
Dude, it's
a very
the best.
unenthusiastic back and forth.
Yeah, it's the best. You know what I want to do though? Me and Anthony were talking about this. It's kind of been like a video podcast phenomenon on the internet. Not recently, because we're 9 to 10 years behind on the trends.
As you can tell by our audio and video.
Yeah, but you kill it.
I was just fishing for compliments.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you got one. All right.
That's a big mouth bass right there. Anyways, today's episode is sponsored by the amazing people at Caliber Collision. Listen, Caliber Collision makes car accidents, minor collisions, and even hail damage feel like they never happened. They have a team of experts who understand where you're coming from and what you're going through, and will get you back on the road again safely and as quickly as possible. Caliber Collision, baby. Restoring the rhythm of your life. So we're going to play this. It's like the word game.
I don't know what it's called.
Okay, so we're going to call it the word game.
But what it is that on the count of 3, me and Drew are going to say a word.
One word.
And we have to try and align our words by just trying to find themes in the words we come up with as the rounds go on.
Correct.
So are we ready?
How many rounds are we going to do?
Until we get the word. Well, let's do no more than 5.
Okay, bet.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Speaker.
Duck.
Whoa. All right. I got it.
Okay.
I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Shootout. Wait, what?
I don't know. I was thinking Never mind. We can't give more context.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Straight out.
Duck bill. Oh, duck.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Duck bill. All right. 3, 2, 1. $100.
I forgot to say a word. Can we try that again?
What were you gonna say?
It wasn't.
We gotta start over.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Circle.
Dynasty.
I don't know.
That's a tough
Well, they're
one.
both shapes. I think I know what we're about to say.
What?
I got it. No, I'm locked in. I'm locked in right now.
We'll come back to this moment.
I'm locked in right now.
Confused. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
$1.
Jay-Z. Oh, what do you mean? Dynasty, circle, The Rock.
That's a three. So Jay-Z and dollar bill.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
ODB.
Billionaire.
Dollar bill, y'all. Is that
Jay-Z, billionaire. You said Bill. I figured we'd get.
yeah?
All right.
So I think
you said,
one or two more rounds.
You said ODB,
yeah. Well, you said what?
Jay-Z, or I said billionaire.
So we're gonna blow this.
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna do.
Let's try it one more time
Okay.
from scratch, from start.
From the start?
Yeah, from the
What
start.
the fuck? More rounds?
Well, I just don't know what word we're trying to get out.
That's what it's for the entertainment in the process, the journey, bro.
We have ADHD.
So ODB
ODB and
and
billionaire. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Cream.
Dead.
All right.
Dead. Cream.
Cash rolls everything around me.
Cream. The money. Dollar bill. Yeah. So you said cream and I said dead. That only gives us one option. It only gives us one option. 3, 2, 1. What?
We're probably gonna
Why
have to
is
cut
that your one option? No, we're not cutting that, dude. No. Okay. That was like the 7th round. So we have to start again with a new
No,
word.
we're done.
That's it.
Next time we'll try again.
The word game is over.
The word game's over.
All right. So, but leads me to my next topic anyways. It's perfect. The downfall of Kanye West.
Excellent transition. I totally get that.
Yeah. Listen, Ye, you are without a doubt a legend in your own right. You made music sound different than it ever had sounded before.
Let's talk about let's go back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. What was your introduction to Kanye?
College Dropout.
Specifically, Jesus Walks?
No.
Really? That's what blew him up.
No, it was Through the Wire.
Oh.
That's what blew him up.
Was it?
Through the Wire
I
was
thought
the
Jesus
first.
Walks was. Hey, producer Lisa, Jesus Walks. Can we look up?
Is this under the dictatorship or
Everything's
my
under the
or my
dictatorship.
free will?
It's a silly ass question. Everything's under the dictatorship. Get to work.
So see what year Jesus Walks by Kanye came out and see what year Through the Wire by Kanye West came out. My intro to him was Through the Wire. Why?
I just sipped a scissor.
Bruh, that was, thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt. That Kanye West, bro, like, producer Lisa,
I forgot the other one.
Jesus Walks.
Okay, but what's the
Through
other?
the Wire.
Okay, so Jesus Walks was 2018.
2018?
No.
No.
That's what it says.
No.
What are you looking it up on? Wrongfacts.com?
Oh.
Where's your phone?
Oh, it's a squirrel.
It's right here. It's
All
right
right.
here.
Open
See how fast
it
I
up.
come up with this.
Thank you.
Babe, there's no way. Producer Lisa, there's no way Jesus Walks came out in 2018.
Babe, that's what it says on YouTube.
No,
Oh my
dude,
God.
That's when it was uploaded to
This
that
is our
channel.
resource person?
Oh my goodness.
Was first single was Through the Wire.
Yeah,
Hey, respect.
I know.
Respect.
Yeah, thank you.
No respect.
No, zero respecto. Yeah, no, Through the Wire was my entry to Kanye West. Listen, Ye, you did things with drums and hi-hats and we won't go as far as 808s because we're not there yet. We're just talking about the way you chopped up samples and you.
Oh, he defined the game with those sped up samples.
His production, a large portion of Jay-Z's catalog was because of Kanye West. The production this man has created throughout the lifespan of hip hop and rap music and pop music.
I mean, Dipset.
It's insane.
And the heat makers,
that's insane.
They relied a lot on those sped up sample beats. A lot of people did.
And I want to say, I say that to say, I wanted to lead with that. I think that was good for you to take us back to this point. Kanye, you were a path paver. He was what Drake is to our generation. Like he changed, or I guess to the newer generation, he changed music as it was. And what he has now become.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
Where do you think he peaked?
Ooh.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Yeah, no. 808 and Heartbreaks was crazy.
I never got into 808s and Heart.
It was crazy. I think ironically, it started when he beat out Curtis for that. Remember they had that battle?
Yeah.
That I think that's kind of when it started, but his peak was right before his mom died, like right before, right?
Because what was Yeezus after that?
Yeezus was way after that.
That was a pretty controversial. It wasn't bad, but it was a pretty controversial.
Yeah, there was like the Red album cover, I think.
Yeah, Blood on the Leaves and.
Yeah, he became he's changed, and listen, his catalog is undeniable. His impact on music.
His early catalog is undeniable.
Yeah, and his impact on music, even as a whole, even right now.
Well, fashion too.
Yeah, fashion, bro.
It was the big T era.
Uh-huh.
It was the Jersey era.
Remember, he brought Champion back. He made Champion cool. Remember again?
Yeah.
When I was growing up, Champion was a Kmart brand that if you wore, you got like beat up for. But nonetheless, like Kanye's impact is undeniable. You can't deny what he had done for music and for the culture and for fashion and even for upcoming artists and entrepreneurs that were told, this is your box, you stay in it. He said, nah, I'm not going to do that. It's not how I was raised. It's not how Chi-Town raised me. You know what I mean? And I think people forget that he's from the south side of Chicago, bro. He's still that kid, right? And I think mixed with what I can only equate it to would be some sort of chemical imbalance due to the severe trauma and loss. And I guess his stardom, all those things combined, it makes a lose your mind cocktail that he's been sipping on for a minute. And it's just tough. It's tough because I'm such a huge Kanye West fan. And this new record that he put out the other day, I'm not even talking about Cousins. I'm talking about the one you just put out recently. It's like World War III, WW3. It's tough. It's not that it's not sonically sound, because it sounds great. His production, top tier once again. His creativity on the record for the way he delivers things is insane. But it's just like the FedEx guy, bro. Like, depending on what he's delivering, you know, it's a very big portion of if you're going to enjoy it. And, you know, if he delivered what he delivered, from anti-Semitic comments to racial slurs about his own race to...
For all of our fans, go to FedEx.com and enter the code Not a Real Deal. This episode is brought to you by the amazing people at Caliber Collision. How many times have you wished you could make it like it never happened? Plenty of times. But this isn't about me. At Caliber Collision, they can do that for car accidents, minor collisions, even hail damage. With a highly trained team of experts and convenient locations located throughout the New Mexico and surrounding areas, they understand what you're going through and will get you back on the road again safely and as quickly as possible. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life for 20% discount offer.
20% discount offer. Anthony, we weren't supposed to leak that yet. Don't even, no. But he just, I don't know. It was hard.
There's a legit case for bipolar.
That was tough. But then
you can't lead with all of this, hyping up the record, given what he says on it. We should be
Which
leading
is-
with what he says on it.
But at the same time,
No.
Listen, I'm not defending Ye right now, right? I'm not defending him. This is what I'm saying, and I need you to hear me, and I need our listeners and viewers to hear me. It's still art, and I know that there's a line that you shouldn't cross, but it's still art, and so it's hard. I guess this version of Ye, this version of Kanye, I can't identify with.
It's not that hard. We can forget about it. We can ignore it.
No, I'm saying I can't identify with this version of Kanye.
Yeah, but what are you saying is hard, though, in regard to it being art?
The fact that he's been such an icon to me forever. It's like, I mean, this is probably an over exaggeration, but like think about the writers that were writing The Wizard of Oz, and like think about actually those characters are real and they're going to see this person, and they've put all this emphasis and importance on this person. Then it's just the guy behind, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know that this is who he is during this season of his life, knowing how much importance he carried in my life for the majority of it.
The amount of time that he's been off his rocker is probably equivalent to how much time he was not off his rocker. So for me, it's no longer a adjustment period. I think I said F that guy after the red hat. Sorry for politics. So for him saying like slavery was a choice for some people. That's when he lost me. And that was many years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just a point, no matter the art that he creates, like I've certainly been able to separate artists from art at times. Like Razkaz. Are you familiar with what he did? DUI, killed somebody. He served time for it. Many rappers have probably committed a lot of felonies. I can separate those.
Did you? Yeah.
And if that's immoral or contradictory, so be it. But like Kanye's just had this consistent pattern of bullshit, and it's no longer a phase. It's like I don't think that guy's. I don't think he's off the deep end. There's no coming back. Like there's no coming back from this for him, mentally or artistically. For me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I talk about this with Kantu all the time. Like I sometimes have a problem with like the way people are that I don't know, right? We don't know celebrities. We don't know who they are, you know. But like I remember when Russ was first coming up, I was like, this dude's a cornball. Like he's, you know what I mean? Like the way he carried himself. And now I realize it's rightfully so. But at that time, I remember my boy Kantu was like, bruh, you know that dude. Listen to his music. It's his music. And I guess now his music and Kanye and in the most recent past has been troublesome too. You know what I mean? So
troubles. I mean, that's a unfair comparison. Russ is a kind of arrogant dickhead.
I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying I'm trying to disconnect the person from the art, and I'm trying to respect it as art still. Like Kantube told me to do with Russ. Like, dude, he may act this way on the internet, but his music's great.
Would Kantube make that case for Kanye?
That's a tough question.
And you know he's not here.
Yeah.
But based on what okay, Kantube, if you're watching this, I want to know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're able to separate those whenever the art is separate from the artist. Like,
but his identity is becoming his music.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess that's why it's kind of like a heartbreak for me. You know what I mean? Because
Hotel?
Heartbreak Hotel. Shout out to Elvis. I think that's the biggest thing is like his identity is now matching his art form.
Like he's literally just saying the stupid shit he says
but
in his real life
it's hard for
to
me,
a beat.
It's hard for me, especially as a minority. I'm a Mexican man, so I'm you know, a man of color, and I just have a hard time believing that that's, I don't know.
What more evidence do you need?
It's not that I need evidence. The truth is the truth, and what's in front of us is what's in front of us. But it's hard because he's such an icon to me. As an artist, as a rapper, as a creator, that guy paved the waves. Like for me, like there's a song on one of his albums that he's talking about toasting, and he says mayonnaise color Benz, I call it Miracle Whip. Bro, I remember listening to that song a million times. Like literally that, like there's just so much of my life that was surrounded by his art that now his art is just like heartbreaking. And it's like that part of me is trying to defend. And then this part of me is trying to say, why are you defending him?
But if we talk about the peak of his music, like 808s and Heartbreaks was what? Over a decade ago?
It's a while ago.
It's not. It hasn't held a place in your life for that long. Yet you're still holding on to.
Go back.
But like newer relevancy.
I got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being judgmental to you. I just feel like there's enough information here to kind of start. His legacy is tarnished.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Right? Is that fair?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have an option to say it's not.
Yeah.
Because everything is proven and led to the answer of yes. You know. I don't know. I wish someone could just like still all the bad things he's done away, like pretend to be like a ATF or an FBI officer, like a DEA officer, and just
I fucking hate your transitions lately. I hate these.
What do you mean?
I hate
this.
These.
Is a transit. Well, speaking of stealing things and pretending to be a fake DEA officer.
You're a dumbass.
There's a show Anthony told me and producer Lisa to watch. And producer Lisa said, I'm not going to waste my free time on things Anthony suggests. And then one day you okay? Yeah. It hurts a little bit.
Crying.
You made him cry.
I'm sure he'll order someone to get him a tissue.
Yo,
speaking to Lisa, can you go get me a tissue?
Dude, she's cooking you on the dictating stuff.
Quality control. Keep up. Or hit the road, Jack, and don't come back, you know?
Don't leave.
I already texted Don. He said he'll replace me.
Yes.
A Don. I never thought.
She didn't think I'd play around with it. She's hurt.
Yeah, she's mad. Producer Lisa's big mad. She made us take off our shoes before we came into the studio today.
And you were a little snitch boy.
She's like, take off your shoes.
But what about Anthony?
I was like, Anthony has his shoes on. What are we talking about? Listen, Anthony told us to watch a show. It's on Apple TV if you guys are subscribed. It's called Dope Thief. Initially, I was searching for Dope Fiend because Anthony told me that was the name of the show.
You could just look in Santa Fe for that.
Yeah. I was like, nah.
Just check out Alto Street.
Right.
What up?
Oh my God. Anyways, so the show is called Dope Thief. Insane.
Spoiler alert, because I want to really be able to discuss where we're at in the show.
Yeah.
So spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoilers. Spoilers.
You know, I like the show because of the intensity of it. It's on 10.
Very.
Like all the way through. I think that's its gift and its curse. I feel like there's too much fucking going on. Sometimes a lot of plot lines, a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And I understand it's kind of a chaotic thing, but it's hard to. Initially, I was reading like reviews and people's feedback, and I was like, "Oh, it's too many plot lines." But after the last episode, you've seen the last one, right?
With when his dad dies.
The one after that.
Oh no, have we?
The hospital shootout, is that the last one you watched?
I don't know.
No, we're caught up.
Someone else dies in the next one.
Then no, we haven't. Oh yeah, he ODs.
Yeah.
Dude.
I didn't expect him to die so quick.
Can we talk about Son and how he cooked those dudes in the cell that went to kill his ass?
Oh yeah.
Bruh. Well, I thought that was Manny. I thought Manny was the one that was delivering those. I didn't realize they gave him.
But is this all real? It implied it was a hallucination.
No, I think what happened was Manny wanted to die. He couldn't live with himself anymore.
But no. Like with what's the main character's name?
Who? The main character. She says it in Spanish all the time. Raymond. Raimundo. Yeah.
It sets up this idea that it's a hallucination with little hints, especially at the end. Whenever he's going down the elevator, it's like, when is it going to hit the floor? Like he's delusional. And then you think about, well, how does someone take over the hospital floor? How do they take over the intercom? And then you wonder, well, is all of the hits attempted hits real?
I didn't even think about that. The hospital was empty.
But then it gets a little convoluted because when does the hallucination end? Is it whenever does he ever leave the hospital bed and then he's with her in the elevator? Or is all of that whole episode just a fucking, because he was going crazy before whenever he was
sick.
When he was sick with the infection.
Yeah.
So how do we know any of that fucking shit was real?
Yeah, that's a good point. Dang. I can't believe they killed his dad. That dude was cooking people from that driver's seat.
Someone pointed out that they knew who it was because,
But I don't know. It looked like it looked like Son's hand. Son or the triad that runs with him. Because he had a bracelet on.
Yeah. I think that's what I've read.
Unless that bracelet is an identifier for who was on the intercom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because even producer Lisa noticed the bracelet. Remember? We were like, what's that bracelet about? Yeah. I don't know. It's a great show. I'm very glad that you recommended it. It's entertaining. It's
a dopamine rush.
It is. Producer Lisa couldn't watch some of the parts. She was like, "Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over."
Well, which parts were like overwhelming for you?
Just the gory ones.
Like the shootout, or him like. I mean, there's a bunch of gory ones.
Leg,
huh?
yeah, like he was injured.
Oh
remember?
yeah, I didn't watch the leg part.
She couldn't watch that. I'm trying to think what other parts.
The stabbing in the cell.
Yeah, she covered her eyes with the blanket.
What about what else was a little crazy was whenever there was like those rogue guys and they tried to go and hit them at like the mine or whatever, and then there was just fucking people posted up with sniper rifles.
That was a setup. That was a setup from Son. Right. Son set them up. He knew that those guys would go crazy. He didn't care that they got killed because that was a competing gang anyways.
Yeah.
And he thought that they'd get killed in the shootout.
Including Ray and what's his name?
Yeah, Ray and Manny. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the cop, the girl that gets shot in the dope house that survives, that loses her voice. I think she's in on it. I think that she's worried that something's popping up. Like they were, because from what it seems like her partner that died was like in.
No,
like,
her partner who died was in.
Yeah, like he was.
That's
actually,
whenever she was talking to that guy, and he was like, your guy was doing this for us. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like her agenda switched at a certain point.
Because now she wants to protect Raymond.
Because she was setting him up on those drug charges to protect him from other counts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she was telling him to charge him with capital trafficking or whatever.
The big question is, what do those numbers and the bills mean, and why are they so important?
Yeah, because the cartel dude tried to get it, remember?
Yeah.
And that's when he shot Raymond in the leg, and then his dad murked that guy.
Yeah.
The thing that was heartbreaking, it hit very close to home, is like when Manny was dragging him into the hospital, and he was trying to talk to his dad and say, "Dad, like he had accepted that his dad was looking out for him and protecting him." And
yeah.
that was a hard one for me. That was hard. Because when you lost your dad, you were kind of young, but like I was already an adult man, and I carried a lot of stuff that I wish I could have talked to him about and just forgave him for, and he knew that I forgave him. So that one was like, because he was so gangster. He's out of it. He's looking at his clip. He's trying to reload the magazine, and then he goes, "Oh fuck!" And he just rocked. Oh, dude. The writers of that show have to be adrenaline junkies. Like, it is insane. It is insane. But it's a great show. It's a great show for sure. I'm really glad that you recommended it. I am. I am.
The premise is really cool. So it got me hooked on, and I've been watching ever since.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great show. Apple TV has like some of the best shows, from like Ted Lasso to, I don't know. I'm glad you recommended it, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I recommended it too.
All right.
Yeah. It's a good conversation.
He's the dictator, remember?
I thought you were about to throw up.
Oh, no, okay.
I make her sick.
No, it's her health condition.
Gotcha.
Worsening by the day.
You know what else is getting worse by the day?
What?
Our need for more attention and followers.
Yeah, it's a hard one to do.
It's insatiable.
Yeah. What?
Insatiable.
Insatiable.
You can't fulfill it. It's always...
No, that cup has
It's the combination of narcissism and parent issues, you know? Lack of love.
If you're looking for a good guy, he's an on his sleeves kind of dude.
A what?
Huh?
Honest leaves?
On his sleeves?
No, I heard honest leaves.
Well, you're a tree.
What am I, like a fortune teller?
You're a tree of truth with honest leaves. That was good. That was a good recovery.
Back to social media.
Yeah.
What we need is more Facebook followers.
See?
TikTok followers.
Yes.
Instagram followers.
Beep.
And YouTube.
Yeah, dude.
The bell.
Don't forget to ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling it, because YouTube is important. That's how a lot of you guys watch us. And yeah, if you guys see the shorts, hate comment back the guys who leave the hate comments.
Please defend Drew.
I'm leading with love and obesity over here, baby. Listen. Fully lacking, baby.
Peace.
Peace.